Yeah, how's it going? It's Alex here. Taking some time to answer some of your questions. It's very cold, so excuse my voice. Um, some of the question that you asked me is that, Alex, do you think that the real estate price, housing price in Toronto, is sustainable, and where do you think that the real estate market will take us in the future, more specifically like next year, 2018? And I'm gonna answer these questions based on what I see in the field and based on talking to people that is knowledgeable on these subject matters. Um, so to start, do I think that we're in the bubble? So as this is the term that people say, that we're in the bubble. Um, do I really think that we're in the bubble yet? I don't think so. And here's why. Um, if you look at places, for example, places like cities, in North America, for example, New York, Chicago. Actually, Toronto is the largest, if not the fourth largest cities in North America. And if you look at their price compared to our price in Toronto, we still have room for us to catch up to where they at. So I don't think that we're there yet. Um, do I think that there's going to be economic storm? Well, yes, we're going to see a lot of like economic storm that will happen next year. Do I think are we going to come out fine? I think so, and here's why I said that. Um, the real problem that we have in Toronto is actually a lack of supply of homes for people to buy, and the reason being is that the government is actually trying to restrict what we can build in Toronto. They're trying to preserve the green belt. They call it like urban sprawl. They're trying to contain that. So that's what the real problem is, and nobody talks about this. If you look at the media, they don't talk about this problem. Now, in terms of demographics, who are these people that is buying house? All right, so and like who are these people that will support these prices that we're having in Toronto? Um, if you look at the demographics of people that is buying homes in Toronto, these are a majority of them is millennials, right? Millennials are the kind of people that, by definition, they're very they're very smart people. They're very educated people, and they live on the instant gratifications, where if they want something, they will do anything just to get it. So if for example, if you increase what the if you increase the interest rate, just to fear these type of people, this these people is not gonna fall for it. They're gonna really find ways to get around it. um, and also there's a lot of people that is baby boomers that is exiting in the real estate market, the millennials predecessors, and there's a lot of inheritance money that is flowing back to millennials. So these millennials people that is getting into like real estate, they're gonna invest that money into real estate no matter what. Gone are the days where people buy cars, right? Now they're very educated people. We're now so educated to the point that we all think about real estate. So we live in the world that have the we have the appetite for real estate, because that's part of the American dream, right? To own a property. So these are the people that I think that will sustain the rise of prices that we're gonna have in Toronto. And second, if you look at the census of 2016, um, there's a lot of people that is actually migrating to Canada. Okay, uh, now these are the people that is students, and these are also the people that is young professionals that is looking to reside in this country. Now let's talk about these demographics. Excuse me, I got a cold, man. So it's students. So these are the three countries that is sending migrants here. Um, Number one is countries like China, India, and the Philippines is number three in the sense of the most people that's sending people to here. Um, there's a lot of people trying to come in this country because of what's happening in the global economy that we're having right now. You have a problem with like eurozone. You have a problem with south of the border where Trump is trying to flush people out. So people that would normally go into these places is now going into here in Toronto because this is a city that where there's more jobs. So these are the people that will that when they come here, if they are students in in 3 to 5 years, um, they will be educated, and most of them will stay in Toronto. And these are the people that will contribute into our real estate market. Um, for like young professionals, they come here for a particular reason, and that is to have a better life. So these are the people that will that also have money that they migrate here, and in 3 to 4 years or 5 years, these are the people that will buy a house. So these are the people that is gonna need a property, and if the supply is not there, then we obviously gonna see the rise of of the housing price in Toronto. Um, it will have in the long run. So it will we're gonna see something like it will fluctuate, but in the long run, in the next 10 years, we will see a price that that it's going to that trend. Um, Places like, for example, downtown Toronto in the next 10 years, I don't think that we'll be able to afford a condo in the downtown core in the next 10 years. And for people that is millennials, for example, there were these are the people that would be looking for a detached house because they have a family, and these are the people that will be able to sustain the the uh, the economic storm that we can have in the real estate market. Um, what do I think that what will happen in 2018? Um, what I think what will happen in 2018 would be in the first quarter. I don't think that we're gonna see a rise in interest rate. I don't think that the government is dumb enough to really kill the economy. Um, uh, we all know that they're implementing or they gonna implement a new rules that would put a fear on people that is trying to speculate in the real estate market. But in reality is I don't think that this is gonna do like anything. And if the public respond to this in a positive way, we're not gonna see any change. If the public will respond to this change uh, in next year in a negative way, then we might see a situation where people will sit on the fence for a couple for some times, and until the fear um, until they start to realize that the housing market is now slowly going to go back up. So that's when they're gonna start to jump back into our real estate market. So I think that in we might see the rise of interest rate not um, in the second quarter, if not in the third quarter of next year, which is 2018. So that's my personal opinion, because I don't think that the government can afford to really impose more rules, because right now it's our economy is not that strong enough to withstand these new changes that they were trying to implement. So that's what I think. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me, and I'm gonna take some time to answer some of your questions. Okay.